And why social policy?
So I decided with public policy because
Or
once
public or
public.
okay, what's the difference? So it's very interesting. What is the difference between public policy and social policy?
So social policy, you're limited in the scope that you need to do your studies in, and social policy is more around the social aspects of it. It's quite literal. So if you want to do, for example, something on social work or even psychological wise, you can go to the route of social policy. But I wanted to do something which is public policy, which is related to the public sector, so governance and so on and so forth. And so my research proposal is about the policy framing of quality of life in Malta, and also the public perception of it. And I'm going to see how media frames quality of life in Malta.
Okay.
So I'm going into both the public aspect, so what the people think, and also the policy, how we frame the quality of life policies in Malta. While also still seeing the psychological element to it. So how do people see quality of life actually? And quality of life in Malta is quite like a buzzword that you use left and right all the time. So I want to look into what is the actual definition by the public, and how does the media portray that? And are our policies actually giving what the people want? Are they actually giving people the quality of life that they need?
So are you going to triangulate?
Kind of. So I need to, it's a very...
So you're going to use qualitative and quantitative?
Definitely. I'm not a fan of quantitative.
Yeah.
But but as long as I have something that I love to do, which are interviews and seeing what people think, which is a lengthy process, but I'm eager to start it.
All right, very interesting. When you say media, media, you mean media houses, or it can be as broad as social media, for example?
So I'm going to target media houses, but like, for example, let's say a media house that only has their social media platform. And then I'm going to also see newspapers. So both, kind of.
So, well, I'm not sure whether you're aware or you have the figures. What is the percentile that people consume newspapers to date?
In Malta, it's quite high as far as I've seen, because like I think a month ago, there was the statistics of which one has more popularity. But the one of Sundays, like Sundays newspapers, are still very, very in Malta. And if you work in the public sector, they read the newspapers every day. They still are very keen on it, apart from social media. But social media obviously is taking a bit of dominance within this world that we live in. But newspapers in Malta, since we have a very small pool of media, people read everything and anything.
So it's still a reliable source.
Definitely.